Hey everybody, I am back with another episode. This one's just going to be completed cards because I did do previous video I did do a tutorial on how I made this particular one, and all the rest are pretty much the same thing. So after I made this, within a couple of days I finished 3 more. I just do these, you know, like after work when I can. So I did use Echo Park paper, but oh, here's the name. I'm glad I saved this because I was using the cover, which also has this, and it comes in, it's just a few sheets with some sticker paper and some cutouts, and they come wrapped like this from Tuesday Morning. So I got this last year, so I don't know if this is available anymore, but I did use a bit of that paper and then some cardstock from Hobby Lobby. I just used the cream and then the pinks, and it's the heavyweight cardstock. It's not textured. I think somebody asked me and I completely forgot to respond, but it's a flat, you know, it's not really textured. It's just a thick, it's a nice heavyweight cardstock. For the majority of these, let's see, all of them have one of these doilies from Target. It's like the perfect size for this 5.5 by 5.5. You get 24 in here. And then 2 of them have one of these doilies. I think these are Walmart. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe somebody gave them to me. This is Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I purchased this or if somebody got it for me, but that's what I use. And then for these 2, I use the 2 red rosettes out of here, which is crepe paper. It's Hello Love, and again, found this at Tuesday Morning last year. And then just a few other bits, and if I have it out, I'll share with you. So I do share the file names in, let's see, for this, I'm sure, I think, yeah, I share the file name in the last video, and then for these guys, I do share in another video the file names. I will tell you what this one is because this has been a little bit since I made it. So, while I'm chatting, I'm going to look for it in my Silhouettes design store here. So yeah, I had made 4 mini loaded pockets or bags, and I wanted to make cards to go with them, even though they might not go exactly because some of those bags have that like blue in there, but I still wanted to make some cards. And I couldn't stick to making small because I was going to make it smaller, and somehow I still end up doing my 5.5 by 5.5, which is my favorite size to work with. Okay, so my laptop or my program is taking a while. So let me just go over this one first. And again, I do share how I put these together. I just showed how I did this particular one here. They are Easel cards. And I used the same, that paper pad, nothing else, or pack, for all of these. And then they're all on that cream colored cardstock. They all have some kind of paper in the middle or inside. I'm still trying to get my computer to run here. Anyway, so all I did was layer. I'm sorry. For some reason, it does not want to display that page. If I'm not able to give you that right away, I'll try to link or put the name or ID number for this particular file on the bottom. But everything else, I do have other videos for. I just layered my papers and used my medallions that I made. And this is the only one that I had cut that came out right. I have to cut some more, though. I just haven't turn on my Cameo. So, and then each one of them has the heart doily, the white one. This one has one of the card cutouts, and then I just layered the Happy Valentines. This came this way, and then put a bow. On the inside, I used a sticker from the collection. That's just a little stamp that says 14th February. And then this arrow here, I want to try to replicate soon, hopefully. Was given to me. It came with a little package in one of my swaps. So I think it was ginger. And then this one here, very similar, just I didn't have another one of those hearts. So on this one, I cut my paper to be kind of like one of those cards, and I used my paint marker to edge it. Layered everything the same way. This is another file cut, and I put a bling in the center of that. And then this little arrow thing is a cupcake pick or a treat pick from Walmart. So it has the hearts and it has that. And then this bling here, that's also on that one. It's actually, I don't know if that's the same thing, but I got it out of this little Recollections pack here. They're actually stickers, so I actually take off the foam tape or dots that are on the back. Alright, so then on the inside, I put some of the paper down, and then this is an embellishment that was given to me recently from Irene, Crafty Irina, and left it just as it is and used it as my little whatever you call it, holder or stopper. So thank you, ladies, for the goodies, because I am using them already. Okay, so, oh, and I did finish the backs of these. I always like to finish, when you lift it up, you know, you'll see that back wherever it's sitting. And then this one too. Really pretty paper. So it all coordinates. Alright, so then the next one is this one here. I previously made these 5-point pinwheels, and that's the file that I'm trying to find, but for some reason the Silhouette store page does not want to open up so that I can give you the number. I'm still trying while I'm talking here. Again, well, the paper, of course, and then layered the white doily heart, and then this time I used the red one on top. Here is a cupcake liner rosette that I previously made a while back, and I do have a video on that. And pretty much everything that I share, most of this is in my Valentine series, so please just go back and check it out. I'll try to post the link to the playlist that I have. And then on top of that, I put that pinwheel with the bling. Actually, this is actually not the same as the sticker. This is actually a brad. Now I remember, but they look so alike, right? Look like the same thing. Over here, I put a sticker. It just needed something there. And then on the inside, I used this paper here. And then here's that cut that I did with my Silhouette recently. I do have a video on that. So I wanted to use it. I didn't want to just lay it there. And that is my little stopper. And then the back is finished with this paper. Then the last one is this one here. I'm still trying to get that file for you so I don't have to, because I do have bad memory where I can't remember to link things and when I say I'm going to, but if I don't do it at the time. Okay, so I think we're good now. Yes, okay, we're opening up at least. Okay, back to this. I really did love this paper, and I didn't really want to cover it too much, but I'd still put that same doily and that one too, the same rosette. And then this is another one. And I think this paper, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the papers out, but I think it's from Target, but I'm not sure. Could be somewhere else. And this is a little heart-shaped brad. And over here is another sticker from the collection. And then on the inside, I used the polka dot paper, and then I put the other banner. I only cut 2 of these banners because I was just testing it out. And honestly, I don't like to cut so many die cuts of any kind and have so much. You know, I know some people like to, you know, have them all and have everything ready to use, but I kind of like to just cut as I need. Only because it's like now I got to store that too. And then my back looks like this. I think I used the same on something else, but anyway. So those are my cards, and now I should be able to look up that 5-star. It's actually like a ninja star, which is really cool. Okay, it's called 5-point 3D pinwheel. and the design ID is 61640. So the picture in there, you know, you wouldn't think about it, but it's like really cute. I like the 5-star idea, and they're making it look like a ninja star, and it has a little center also, but I thought it was cool. And yeah, so that's that from the Silhouette store. Alright everyone, so these are my projects. Oh, and I just want to do a quick share something. First off, let me thank again Irene, because girl, this thing is the best. First off, it is tiny, and I have a small hand, okay? It is tiny. It's so easy to squeeze this trigger compared to the other one, which sometimes I really have a hard time squeezing that trigger. And this one's actually, if I can pull it, actually newer than my last, and it seems to be harder than the last one to squeeze. So anyway, she sent me this. I'll show you the packaging so you can look it up and see if you can find it. I don't know where she got it from, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. Anyway, it's small. The trigger's soft. I'm not using this stand. It doesn't want to stand on its own, but I do have a little contraption over here that I'm sticking it on. And the little precision thing, it's awesome. Everything is just so smooth about this, and it does have an on and off switch. So right now the power switch, which is my power strip, is on, and usually my other glue will stay on because I keep it plugged in. So I can actually just turn it on and off from here, and then as you can see, a little light goes on there, so you'll know it's on, and it heats up pretty fast. So I love this. And then this is nice and soft, which is good too, because when you're like, you know, moving things around, you want that to be soft. So Irene, thank you so much for this. She's Crafty Irina. Out of everything, this is like the best thing that you sent me. But oh, and I did use, okay, so now I'm off track again. I did use this. She sent me this too. And I did cut that chipboard, which is perfect because, you know, you can't really cut thick chipboard with this, but that thin one that she sent me, I cut that out. And I stamped out a whole bunch of unicorns and cut them out. This one's plain white cardstock. Let's see. And then the rest, I don't really have that much colored inks, because I always have a hard time picking out colors that are not so bright. You know, I don't like bright dark colors. Anyway, but these I colored up with this Spectrum Noir FS2. And instead of like a pure white, it gives it that like cream color, but you know, it looks a little more natural to me. So I did one in the black, and then this blue. I think these are all Memento inks. This is a gold, like a shimmery gold, but you can't barely tell. Oops. And then I did a pink one. So thank you so much for those, for that set. I did start using it right away. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you before I got distracted was I picked this up at Joann's. It was on clearance, plus a little purse. It didn't have this. I just added that, which I had in my stash. I made this bow with the Martha Stewart bow punch, and then I added one of those things because it was sitting out on my table. One of these, because a few days ago I was putting stick pins everywhere except for a stick pin cushion because I didn't have one on my table. Sorry. So I pulled this off of my display and decorated it just a little bit, and now it's just going to sit in front of me, so when I do have to pull out pins from laces and things, I could just stick it on there instead of everywhere else. Whew. Alright, so anyway, that's how I get after work every day when I try to do stuff. Now I can go and have some dinner and then relax and maybe do some more projects. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for following my series. I'm getting close to the end. I don't know how many I have. I'm trying to shoot for 30 episodes. I don't think I have that many more left. I'm done with the cards. I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to do too much of the same thing. So, you know, I did the loaded bags. I did the cards. I made like a ton of embellishments. I do think I'm going to do some shakers next, or tags. You know, I haven't done tags in a long time. So we'll see. what comes next, but I'm gonna try to get to 30, and then that's where I'm gonna cut it off and be done with the Valentine's series. Okay, so anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.